Can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face Nazi, talking all aki. Think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they get the guard, John Runyon. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the scoreboard first here in Vegas.
Point after, right down the middle.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Second down, Jacobs once more. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Raiders at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So another interception for him on the year. He is making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get 1 or 2 of these a year, because once you start getting to 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test the defense. Those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. They're going now. Keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Out of the gun, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Hurts to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely, what a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points. They come in helpful later on.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner is a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. They got 29 yards that time. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hayes. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Let's go.
On first down, Hurts. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. This offense #1 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Cook now off the read option, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Hurts as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Flushed out right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Play action. Here's Hurts. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Give to Cook out of the gun. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now a first down throw. Watson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Raider first down.
On first down, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the air yet again. Watson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Watson. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Hurts throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first down.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run the counter with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 24.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it,
They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. And some room to run now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Dancing to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and that will force a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
4 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Raiders.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Brock. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give. This is Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show.